Hey guys, what's going on? You should all know who it is already, but for those of you who don't, it's your boy Vadewar here, and today what you're watching is some Modern Warfare 3 playing Dome Drop Zone with a shotgun. Trying to switch it up a bit, you know. Now today's gameplay is not done by myself. No, this gameplay is by my girlfriend, and I uploaded it because, for one, I believe I uploaded Advanced Warfare last time, and second off, I think she won in this game. You know, she's not a sniper though, but she's good with that shotgun, and I personally think she went in. And today, what I really wanted to talk about was last year. So, for those of you who didn't already know, last year I was on the baseball team. And since I was on the baseball team, you know, I wanted to get in shape. I wanted to run faster. I wanted to be stronger. I wanted to bat harder. I wanted to throw the ball faster and harder and all that. You know, trying to be the best you can be at that sport. Cause you know, I got into it. You know, I actually really did like it. I didn't play it organized, I guess you could say, when I was younger, and so that last year was my first time playing it organized. And by the way, I'm just letting you guys know in the gameplay, if you see tack camping, it's because these kids were camping my tack and everyone's tack basically. So I was letting everyone know, like, hey, yo, camp the tack, camp the tack. I know it's kind of scrubby of me to say it, but it's whatever though. But anyways, yeah. So I was on the team last year. I was in JV though. I wasn't in varsity. I sucked, but I got better at it. And so obviously I wanna keep getting better at it, and I wanna keep getting in shape and all that good stuff, you know. So I go to the weight room. I started going to the weight room. I got back into going to the weight room now, and you know, working out again. But last year I go to the weight room and I start working out because, you know, in sports normally you have conditioning and all that. But I was going on my own time. I think this is during school. And so I bring a buddy with me. I bring my friend JD, and we're here like lifting, you know. And the teacher's telling me like, don't lift too hard or too heavy, I guess you could say. And me and my friend, like, we're not lifting too heavy. It wasn't a big deal. That I'm not trying to like, I don't even know like what to say. You know, I'm not trying to brag about myself. That wasn't the case. But we're lifting and it's getting really hot, and so I'm here like, nah, you know, we're working out. You should be sweating. That just shows that you're putting in some work. So I'm like, nah, let me just leave that window open. But after a while, it gets pretty hot in there, cause my weight room, like in the school, it's in the basement, and so I tried to avoid opening the window for as long as I can, and finally, I'm like, fuck this, man. I gotta go open this window. I'm sweating. So I go over there, and I think I stepped on a table or something, or no, I stepped on one of the machines. I step on it, and I sit down on the window, because basically how the windows work, it's like it's not just a window and that's it, you know. No, the window's like pushed back and there's like a little place where you could sit on it. So I sit on that and I open the window up, and on my way back down I put my hands on it this way I could like hold myself for as long as possible so I won't fall. See, now the thing was, the problem with that was that the the wood that was on it wasn't like, nobody nailed it in, and I didn't know that it wasn't nailed in. So on my way back down, that tilts over and I fall, and I'm falling like on my head. So I put my hand in front, and the wood still ends up falling on my head. So like now I have a headache and I fucked up my wrist. And so my wrist starts swelling up, and I'm here like, nah, man, whatever. It's whatever. I just probably hurt the muscle or whatever. So I keep trying to get back into it, and then I lift the weight for the first time, like after that, and shit, man, it hurt. And so I'm like, man, fuck it. Let me just finish up this last set or whatever. And I couldn't. So I told my friend, I'm like, yo, JD, put my finger real quick. And the teacher starts yelling. She's like, no, 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 don't touch his finger. Don't touch his hand. Don't touch him. So I'm like, all right, nigga, chill. Like, I don't got no Ebola or whatever, but whatever. So eventually, I do end up going to the weight room. Like maybe 20 minutes later, I end up going to the weight room. I mean to the nurse, because my hand was hurting too much. So I go there, and the nurse just examines it. He tells me, touch your thumb and your pinky, and I do. So he goes, okay, so it's not broken. I'm like, I mean, if it was broken, wouldn't you be able to tell? But whatever. So I go to the emergency room maybe an hour later, and they tell me I fractured my wrist. I fractured my wrist in the middle of baseball season, and I'm here so upset about that, because, you know, I was really enjoying baseball. So the first thing I do, like, forget everything else. I didn't tell my teachers. I didn't tell my parents. Actually, no, I did tell my mom first, because she had called me. She was at work, so she couldn't make it. I was like, I mean, after I talked to my mom, I called my coach. I'm like, Coach. He goes, what's going on, Jose? I'm like, I have bad news. He says, what's going on? And he's getting worried. I'm like, man, I fractured my wrist. This was in the middle of baseball season. And he goes, oh, fuck, how did you do that? What happened? And I just tell him everything. He's like, man, you got to be more careful. You should have knew this before. You're in the middle of baseball season. You got to start taking it serious. But this commentary is coming to an end, so is the gameplay. So I hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Subscribe and